Hey, welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. Today, I'm going to address a comment I got from one of y'all the other day, and it came in the form of a question, and I have received similar question comments in the past. The first time, I think, when I was discussing the plight, soon to be, of the Boers, the white farmers in South Africa, and whites in general. The writing's on the wall there. And I've said in many videos in the past, hey, y'all need to leave. You need to just go get out with whatever you can now, or you're going to die there. And people asked me this question then. And then the other day I did the video on the 3 women and their 6 children who were massacred by cartel people in Mexico. And I said, man, read the writing on the wall. It's cartel land. You don't want to be there. And I've done some research since then. They've been butting heads with the cartels a little bit, and the cartel's like an army. And like I said in the last video, they have people from the army in the cartel. And I said, y'all need to go. And the comment that I received in both cases was, well, and now I'm going to paraphrase it and put it in my own terms. Well, what about Shofar Mountain? After you've poured all your blood, sweat, and tears into that, would you just run away and give it up? And the question, as I perceive it, in all cases, and I've been asked this question probably 6 or 8 times, is asked with the idea that the asker knows that my response is, well, no, that's different. I'm not going to leave Shofar Mountain. And in that, they are wrong. They are mistaken. Here's the reality. I don't believe in futile battles. If you don't have a chance of winning, don't fight. Wow. You know, Mao Zedong, one of the preeminent guys on guerrilla warfare, in which I am fairly well steeped, had a phrase, when the enemy attacks, we withdraw. When the enemy retreats, we pursue. When the enemy stops, we harass. If you're looking at a significantly superior force, you have basically 2 options. A force intent on killing you. I guess you could surrender. You're going to die that way, though. You either fight and die, or run away and live. What's that? Run away, live to fight another day? Oh yeah, I'm all about that. Would I leave Shofar Mountain? Would I round up the Shofarians and say, let's go? In a second. In a second. If I thought that the force facing us, we didn't stand a chance against. Absolutely. I've told you all before, you have to have a bug out spot. Even when you live in, the perfect place in the world, you got to have a place to go. You got to plan to get there. The chest thumping, not me, I live and die on this land right here. That's stupid. You're not much of a survivalist or a prepper if you're willing to die for nothing. It's not for nothing, it's making a point. You're dying for nothing. Dirt is not worth your blood most of the time. The whole purpose is to come out of this thing on the other end. Not to let, a battalion of Chinese infantry decide they want Shofar Mountain and us to say, well, we're going to make them pay for it. Not when there's other places to go. If your back is truly against the wall and there is no other place to go, yeah, fight hard. But there's usually another place to go. In the case of the Boers, the white South Africans, there's the rest of the world to go to. In the case of that group of people down in Mexico, just move back into the U.S. It's not the same situation in the United States that forced that group out of the United States to live in Mexico in the 1920s in the first place. I know a lot of y'all have strong feelings about polygyny, which is polygyny is one man, multiple wives. Polygamy is one person, multiple spouses. So it could be a woman with multiple husbands or whatever. So the correct term is polygyny. And I know you have strong feelings about it. And at one time the country did, but anymore you can live with your 8 girlfriends and 2 boyfriends in the same house and, do whatever you want, whether you're a man or a woman. So it's really not the same anymore. They could live here. Where people, and I'm digressing a little bit, but where the polygynists get in trouble today is 2 ways. One, they cheat on their welfare, whatever, checks by claiming that these are all actually married. You can't do that. By law, you can only have one wife. So you can't say these are all my dependents and blah, blah, blah. You can't do that. Or they, some of them, not all, marry girls who are too young. And so, yeah, you'll get in trouble doing that. But if it's consenting adults all living in the same house, it's not a problem. And so, where can they go? Back into the U.S., where it's a lot safer. Where can the Shofarians go if the 44th Motorized Rifle Regiment is approaching from 2 axes? Lots of different places. Lots of different places. So yeah, would I leave Shofar Mountain? In a second. And let me tell you something. You better have a plan to flee from what you love and hold dear too. Or you can just die there. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of people, again, who chest thump. Well, I'm just going to die right here. Until the last, 3 minutes of whatever's going on is going on, and then you're like, crap, I should have ran. It's like that horrible joke. Do you know what Elvis would be doing if he was alive right now? Scratching the hell out of the inside of that coffin. Have a plan to run. Have a plan to stay. Have a plan to fight and hold it, but not against feudal odds. That's just dumb. All right, think about it. I'll see you out there.